walked into a model home and absolutely fell in love with the finishes, the decor, and just swore that you needed to build a home identical, if not identical, similar to what you saw in the model, well, it happens all the time, and the builders know that. Did you know most builders make most of their profit margin in the design studio? Yes. So, and did you also know that some builders have it set up where customers will spend 3 days, 3 8-hour days in the design studio making selections? That's a long time, guys. So in this video, I'm going to help you guys. I am coming to the rescue with insider tips on how to save you time and money when you're going to the design studio, building your dream home, things that you need to know that I promise you won't regret. So stay tuned to the very end. Time and money in the design studio. First, we're going to talk about time. The best way to budget your time, guys, in the design studio. Now, remember, by the time you get to the design studio, you're not picking out structural options. You're not determining if you want a tray ceiling, if you want a coffered ceiling, if we're going to transform this bathroom into a half bath versus a full bath. That will be done at contract. Those are your structural options. We're talking about the decor, as far as the stuff that comes after drywall, as far as the cabinets and the pendant lights that are hanging in your range hood, etc. Those are the things that you're going to be deciding in your design studio appointment. So with that, the first thing, guys, you need to determine your budget. Now, I will tell you, they say for the most part, most customers spend around 15 to 20% of the sales price. Now, you do need to be prepared that some builders, if you spend over 10% of the sales price in the design studio, some will require additional money down. Because the last thing they want is that you've ordered the most exotic finishes and ran the bill up to over $250,000. It happens actually a lot. And they're stuck with that bill that you something doesn't end up working out with the house. So some builders, if you go over a certain amount in the design studio, 10% or 15% of the sales price, they will require additional money for you to pay that difference. So ahead of time, guys, you need to think about your budget. Think about also in your budget, you're gonna potentially have to buy new furniture to fit in this new house, right? So when you're thinking about what's your max that you would want to spend comfortably in the design studio, make sure you're factoring in furniture. 2, save time and money. Guys, go in the design studio like with a plan, okay? So one great website that I love to use, and I'm not endorsing them, they don't pay me anything, is House. It's Houzz. I'll put it up here on the screen. You can go there for design inspiration. So you want to figure out your design aesthetics before you get to the design studio. Another idea is like walk model homes like this. Take pictures of the model like that you end up liking. So that way you already have in mind what your design aesthetic is. Like, oh, I really like the see-through glass pendant lights, etc. Whatever that is, guys, you want to make sure that you have a look that you're hoping for, whether it be contemporary, modern, classic, shabby chic, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you already have it picked out and you have a picture of the kitchen, a picture of the owner's suite that you want, a picture of how you want maybe the dining room area to look as far as the flooring, etc. Key things, guys, that you need to make sure that you already have your design aesthetic in mind. Now, some great design studios that builders have, they will ask you for maybe a sample of what you think you like ahead of time, that you can send those pictures to them.
Oh, guys, I forgot to mention, don't forget to take advantage of Pinterest. They have a lot of great design interior selections for you to pick from and really help you to kind of come up with the lookbook that you can share with your design consultant. Stay tuned for more tips.
Third thing, guys, this will really save you time and money, okay? Time and money is to go shopping before you go to the design studio. So let me show you what I mean.
One of the best recommendations I can provide you guys is before you go to the design studio to do a little shopping on your own. So go to your local Home Depot, your local Lowe's, maybe even your local lighting store where they have like lighting such as this here, or to go to, say, your local tile store as well. They'll have maybe a lot more variety that may be a little more cost effective than you would find in the design studio with your builder. At least you can price it out. I promise you guys, I've seen some of these identical chandeliers in model homes for probably a whole lot more than what you would see if you bought it from one of these stores. So that's just one insider tip. Stay tuned according to your budget. So one thing I was surprised about, even with going to Home Depot, after going to the design studio with many of my customers, I was shocked at the amount of selection they have here in the store. I'm not endorsed by them, but look at these different backsplashes, guys. They're really, really swanky. So you could go ahead of time before your design studio appointment, just preview, do a little shopping just to see what options are available, maybe even outside of the builder. Backsplashes is one of the great ways that you can accent your home and really make your kitchen stand out. But if you only have a limited amount of options, you may feel a little torn. So I've actually had that happen to a customer. Builder only had 10 or 12 options to pick from, and they didn't like any of them. And I had to advise them, like, backsplash, that's something we can do after you close. So you want to, again, be sure to take advantage of your local resources before you go to the design
Now that
studio.
you have some tips on how to save some time in the design studio, let's talk about the money, how to save some money in the design studio. Stay tuned.
So ways that you can be sure, guys, not to waste money is to do, again, your due diligence, but don't buy the blinds and the shutters, okay? If it's not included, don't upgrade the blinds and shutters. You can oftentimes get that after you close, a lot cheaper. Appliances, refrigerator. Most builders are all builders are going to include an oven. They have to, they literally are required. An oven, dishwasher, etc. But refrigerator, washer, and dryer is not a standard offering unless it's like an inventory builder like Lennar. You're gonna have to buy your own fridge and your own washer and dryer. Oftentimes trying to buy that through the design studio is gonna be a lot more expensive versus you buying on your own. So you wanna price it out when you're in Home Depot or Lowe's, okay? Other ways you can save time and money is actually on your backsplash. So that's why I wanted you to go to the store to get one in advance, and just know that you can get that pretty inexpensively installed after you close, okay? Other ways to save money in the design studio, guys. Lighting, as we talked about, you wanna make sure that you check out the lighting. Now, if they say this light is in Home Depot for $59 and the builder said they're gonna charge you $100 plus installation, $100, and they will install it, it may be worth just going with them because you're gonna have to pay for someone to install it. So you just wanna make sure it's not quadruple the price that you can pay afterwards. Other ways you can save money. Oh, just remember one of the things, guys, most builders now do not include the mirror in the bathrooms, okay? Some inventory builders do because they're able to buy it in bulk, but a lot of our higher end builders like semi-custom and custom, they do not include the mirrors in the bathroom. So that's something you want to price out before you get to the design studio to save you money. So I hope you've enjoyed these tips and tricks. There are so many more tips and tricks, but I don't want to waste any more time. You are welcome to call me if you would like a personal consultation. I am here to help and be a resource and a guide to you. Now, be sure to watch our other videos that I have on this channel on how to pick the best builder for you, as well as how to choose the best lot for you to build.
I have a catalog of videos for you to choose from, so you want to be sure that you click on the video tab. That way you're able to retrieve all the videos. Stay tuned.